On the global stage.
Well, today we celebrate the Indians of the Year. Well, let me begin by thanking our presenting partner, RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, co-powered by Polymer Tech and associate partners Epson and Reliance Industries Limited. Thank you for making this grand evening possible.
Tonight, at the iconic Indian of the Year, we invite you to immerse yourself in the soul-stirring melodies of the sitar.
You may recognize him from your socials, a legacy artist who has traveled the world with his acclaimed initiative, Sitar for Mental Health. He's the only sitarist to have performed at the White House and proudly serves as a UN Youth Ambassador for Mental Health.
So please join us in welcoming to the stage the most recognizable face of the Indian traditional music. As the youngest and the final disciple of the legendary Pandit Ravi Shankar, he carries forward a rich musical heritage while pioneering new frontiers in music composition and production.
Ladies and gentlemen, a global star, extraordinary composer, and passionate advocate for mental well-being, we are honored to present the maestro himself, Rishabh Riki Ram Sharma.
Good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing? Good? Give me a thumbs up. Everyone's doing good? All right. Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction. My name is Rishabh Riki Ram Sharma. I'm a sitarist, music producer. I'm here all the way from New York and so happy to be here and support you guys and this wonderful event where we celebrate some of our most important people in the country and people we look up to, and sharing the stage among with them is such an honor. I run this little organization called Sitar for Mental Health, where we try to raise more awareness about mental health through music. So I'm going to present some of my original music today. First we'll start off with our roots, which is our Indian classical music, and perform a rag called Hamir. We'll play Bandish in 3 which is a 16-beat cycle, and then move on to the original music. So thank you so much. And on the tabla tonight we have the maestro Prashant Trivedi. One big hand for him, please. And my family is here too. My dad Sanjay Riki Ram, my mom Anjal Sharma, and my brother Mukul. So thank you so much for having me. last song was Shankara. Now I'm going to end the night with two of my original songs. One is called Chanakya, and the last song will be Kautilya. Thank you so much, everyone. Presenting Chanakya and then Kautilya. Cheers. Thank you so much. My name is Rishabh Rikiram Sharma. Thank you so much for having me again.
That was indeed incredible and truly mesmerizing, wasn't it? Can we please have a huge round of applause once again for Rishabh? Thank you so much, Rishabh. I would also request CNN News 18's Anand Narasimhan to kindly join him on the stage.
We can't let him go so soon, isn't it? We need to have a quick chat with someone who's a rage. Rishabh, fantastic. Big round of applause for him once again. Please come here. I'm going to get a mic for you. Shall we have a mic for him? Yeah. Yeah, why don't you just take the same one? Take that. It's all done. Yeah. Oh, this one.
It's good to have some branding. Right?
Yeah, this one has the branding. Yes, it does. Right. So, Rishabh, the Indian of the Year 2024, thank you for giving it such a fantastic start.
My pleasure.
You tell me, what do you think of us, this family here?
Beautiful, lovely faces all over the room. So,
how many fans of Rishabh here?
oh wow! Thank you so much.
So there were a few people who were walking into the auditorium and just sitting in, and they said, "Oh, he's performing! Wow!" so that's who you are. Did you think a few years back you're going to become such a rage?
I didn't, but my parents did believe in me. So it really, they always have given me like that boost of confidence. But my guru believed in me as well. So I often think that, there must be something, right? Like,
Kuch to hoga.
Kuch to hoga.
Great. But you're a Delhi boy.
Yes. I'm born and brought up in Delhi, but I moved to New York about like 10 years ago. So, but very much Delhi boy at my heart.
So 2025, he started Indian of the Year 2024 with his performance. You may just make it to our Global Indian of the Year nomination list the next year around.
Fingers
crossed on that. Fingers crossed on that. But I want to ask you on sitar for mental health.
Yeah.
I know all of us felt really, really elevated listening to this performance, just a short, truncated one for 20 minutes. But how much of it has helped people? You're reaching out to a lot of people through that.
So initially started off with helping myself. It wasn't about the people, but it was while I was like trying to heal myself through my instrument, other people were being healed as well.
What do you mean by heal yourself?
So I was, after I lost my grandfather, I didn't take it very well. So I was like dealing with a lot of anxiety and depression, and music is something that really helped me cope with it. As you know, my grandfather was also a musician, so music was like a very deep bond between us. So I used music to sort of, make peace with his demise. So I used to go online on Instagram, Clubhouse, whatever platforms that were available to me, and I would just play my heart out, like how I did just before you guys right now. And in that process, while I would do those sessions, I would receive long emails and DMs from people that, I lost my mother, I lost my father, and your music really helped me with that. It was like a soothing, it was like a balm on my wounds. So that really gave me that direction that, this is something like bigger than just myself. This is something that can, be like a next movement of using Indian classical music to heal people, which is not anything new. It's like Rag Chikitsa is a like very ancient tradition that I'm trying to bring back and show people that, music can be healing. And especially our traditional music can be healing for mental health.
But that when you say traditional music, there will also be people who look you through that purist classical lens. And here you are producing music, creating new versions, and you're trying to fuse, modern music along with the traditional raga styles and the shailis.
Yeah.
So, are you okay with that scrutiny?
See, I don't try to be cool. I just am cool. That's
cool.
why my music is cool. So, so I never think, I don't go into the studio and think that, I'm going to make cool music today. I think my music is just like a reflection of me. I listen to everything. I listen to rock, pop, hip hop. I'm a huge rap head. So you'll see that, hip hop vibe in my music also. So it directly or indirectly, whatever you listen to, whatever you consume affects your music. But at the same time, I try to be as pure as possible. कि राग से बाहर नहीं जाना चाहिए. The rag,
stay true to the note.
Yeah, rag is above us.
Yeah.
So, you have to maintain the purity of the rag and the music. And then you can have your fun.
In the field of play,
in the playground, you can have the fun, but within the boundaries of the music.
I must say that I vibe with you.
Oh, thank you.
With your music. So that's phenomenal. But we also know that you've got a fantastic voice.
Yes.
So we saw you do some bits there, but you want to listen to him sing? I don't hear it loud enough.
See, please, you'll have to excuse my voice because Delhi pollution gets me. So my voice, that's why I didn't sing tonight, because I was just like a little under the weather, but I'm going to sing a couple of lines
please.
Of this bhajan I really like. It's called Shiv Kailasho Ke Vasi. You guys must have heard it, if not from me, from other people. Shiv Kailasho Ke Vasi, धौलीदारों के राजा, शंकर संकट हरना, शंकर संकट हरना, तेरे कैलाशों का अंत न पाया, तेरे कैलाशों का अंत न पाया, अंत बेअंत तेरी माया, ओ भोले बाबा अंत बेअंत तेरी माया. Thank you so much.
क्या बात है, क्या बात है.
Har Har
I
Mahadev.
hope your parents, your family is proud. We are really proud of you, Rishabh. Thank you very
so
much.
much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rishabh Ricky Ram Sharma.
Over the years, this stage has been graced by the very best. Bollywood's King Khan, cricketing legend Virat Kohli, chess grandmaster Vishwanathan Anand, Olympic hero Neeraj Chopra, and music virtuoso A.R. Rahman. The list of the past recipients of Indian of the Year is a testament of the sheer brilliance of India's finest.
From entrepreneurs who've turned economic challenges into opportunities to cinematic icons who redefine storytelling in an ever-evolving society, these are the individuals who shape India's future with every step they take.
Well, as we begin today's evening, it gives us immense pleasure to share with you all our story.
To take you through the Indian of the Year journey so far, we invite our managing editor, Zaka Jacob.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us. This is the 14th edition of the CNN News 18 Indian of the Year, and we couldn't be more thrilled to have you, this lovely audience, gracing this occasion. This year, we have an array of fantastic professionals, whether it's in the world of cinema, as we have a star just amongst us, Shraddha Kapoor, just walking into the house. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a round of applause for what a phenomenal star she is. We've had numerous people who are at the forefront of their respective professions, whether it is in the field of sports, cinema, social change, people who are fighting against climate and the after effects of climate change. And it is an honor for us at CNN News 18, year after year. We started this, the CNN News 18 Indian of the Year Awards, in 2006. This is the 14th edition of the CNN News 18 Indian of the Year Awards. And it is our real privilege and honor to be using this platform, to be providing a platform for such wonderful individuals. Many of them who are, famous, who are, like I said, at the cutting edge of their respective fields, but also people who don't have all that fame and glory, who are quietly working away in villages in Maharashtra, who are working for young girls who are orphaned in Kashmir. Those are the people that we are recognizing tonight here at the 14th edition of the CNN News 18 Indian of the Year. I also want to thank all the nominees, the judges, wonderful judges who are here, who have taken part in the jury meeting. They've all been very, very special for us. They've been part of this journey of CNN News 18 Indian of the Year for a number of years now, so I want to extend my warm welcome to all the judges, the nominees, the award winners, all of whom have gathered in this august premises for this wonderful occasion. And I guarantee you, you will not return home with a feeling of dejection. You will go back home with a feeling of hope, with a feeling that yes, I too matter, that yes, life is all about positive energy, and yes, I assure you that you will go back feeling that India's time has come and Indians' time has come. So ladies and gentlemen, it's my great privilege and honor to welcome each one of you to the CNN News 18 Indian of the Year 2024. Let's take a look at our journey so far in the last 12 months.
मैं आपका बहुत मशकूर हूँ. It is indeed a pride.
A stage that has hosted India's biggest icons.
It's a long queue, and I think I've jumped the queue.
This kind of accolade is the sort of thing that really lifts your spirits up.
A podium that puts distinction above desirability.
I think this is really for my parents who allowed me to live my dream.
If you try to be someone else, you can never succeed and you can never inspire others.
मैं बहुत मेहनत कर रहा हूँ कि अपना एथलेटिक्स का और इंडिया का देश में नाम करूँ.
A dais that is built purely on credibility.
I don't just feel like the Indian of the Year. I am actually, ladies and gentlemen, the Indian for all ages.
The Indian of the Year Awards returns for another groundbreaking year to celebrate builders of Bharat. CNN News 18 proudly presents the awards as it celebrates a record-breaking viewership run on television. In the ever-changing pace of digital era, News 18 has shattered records on social media and has witnessed a phenomenal growth on native platforms. Tonight's ceremony promises to enthrall India while honoring India's architects of growth and excellence. Welcome to Indian of the Year Awards 2024.
And now it's time to crown the one who's captured the hearts of millions, the shining star whose charm, talent, and undeniable presence has lit up every screen she has graced.
Well, to announce this very special award, can we please have CNN News 18's Avantika Singh and also Chairperson RP Sanjeev Goenka Group Lifestyle and Media, Miss Avarna Jain, on stage, please.
Big smiles. Like, I need a lot of energy from you guys. Avarna? Oh, that's nice. That's lovely. So tonight we have someone really special with us. Avarna is also here.
Thank
you. She's also one of those rare stars who just connects with people both on and off the screen. Her ability to move effortlessly between genres from romantic dramas to supernatural thrillers, what a performance, Shraddha, is what makes her an exceptional talent. It's no surprise that she's the second most followed Indian actor on Instagram. We need to sit and chat about that. Her fans absolutely adore her. She's the ultimate people's superstar, connecting with audiences since generations. She's a talent who keeps winning hearts, and we just can't get enough of her. Can we please have the AV?
From becoming the box office queen to creating her fandom by becoming the second most followed Indian celebrity on Instagram with 94.3 million followers, Shraddha Kapoor has cemented her place in the hearts of fans by delivering an assured and convincing performance as the girl with no name in Stree 2. Known for her quirky and relatable posts, the young actress has garnered maximum love and admiration by an army of fans on social media. In a year where many big stars failed to impress the audience, she emerged as a force to reckon with. Shraddha Kapoor is Indian of the Year fan favorite.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me as I call on stage the very vibrant, vivacious, the powerhouse of talent and charm, Shraddha Kapoor. Come on, let's have a huge round of applause.
Good evening, everybody. I don't think there is a greater award than a fan favorite award. I feel like through my entire journey, the kind of love and the kind of support that I have had with my well-wishers and my fans has been truly, really, really special. It's very tough to actually put it into words. I think the quantifiable way is probably a platform that we have like Instagram or you know, meetings that I have one-on-one with people who've been rooting for me. But I have to say that right from the start, there have been a few people in my life, a few fans in my life who have been with me all along the way, and they have been my pillars. I have to say that the kind of relationship that I am fortunate to have with them is really very, very, very rare. They have become like my, we all have a WhatsApp group with our family and friends, right? So that's literally the kind of relationship that I'm very fortunate to share with them. I get the opportunity to interact with them on social media. We have this thing going ki comments mein milte hain, baatein karte hain. So I'm very fortunate to have this bond with them. And I have to say that through everything that I do, through all the films that I have done, through even the other ventures that I'm a part of, be it me trying to build my jewelry brand Palmonas right now, which has, by the way, happened because of my fan clubs. They were the ones responsible to connect me to the co-founder of that, which is incredible. So the kind of bond that I share with them is really, really extremely special. And I have to say, I don't need to dedicate this award to them because it's ours, it's mine and theirs. And I just want to say thank you to them. Thank you to CNN News 18 for having me here. And I feel like to get this from fans, to be called a fan favorite, I don't know what more kind of a validation any actor can get, truth be told. And this validation and this bond that I share with my fans is one of the most special things to me. So thank you to them and thank you everybody. Thank you so much.
Shraddha, if I may ask you a couple of questions, Avarna, if you would like to ask, if I may go first. So I think that's what makes you so special, isn't it? You know, just her being so humble with the kind of accolades, achievements that you have achieved through your career. So I wanted to ask you, you know, you're clearly adored. You are the fan favorite. We all adore you. We love you. How do you deal with this kind of love? You are the cynosure of all eyes. Does it overwhelm you at times?
Absolutely. It really, really does because, you know, there are times when you feel like, of course, we're all human. We all are filled with doubt sometimes. We all wonder that, you know, what is the validation that I am looking for? It is very overwhelming when this kind of support exists. And I can't begin to explain that it's become one of my pillars of strength, as I mentioned, because they have been there for me through everything, through the hit films, through the films that didn't do well, And I mean, that is something which is really, really very special to me. Of course, it's very overwhelming. And it's something that fills me up with gratitude every single day.
Sure, you would like to ask?
Shraddha, what does it feel like to be creating and growing your very own legacy?
Okay, I've not thought about it like that's a loaded question, I think. But very honestly, I feel like I really hope that I'm able to do that. I really hope that I'm able to be a part of some really memorable films. And if I may say so, it feels like I'm just getting started in some ways, because I'm also discovering about myself that there are certain kinds of films that I definitely want to be a part of now. And there is a fearlessness which has come in, I will be very honest, and a confidence which has come in now, where I feel like I want to listen to my heart and be a part of those films and just do really, really good work. That's all that I want to do. And hopefully that will inspire people. I think that if that is able to inspire people, and if people say, if especially girls who are watching my journey say, you know, okay, I would also want to come into the industry. I think that I can make it here. That will be something really, I think, of impact and of value to me.
I think you have every reason to be enjoying this moment. You have displayed some fantastic performances through your films. Stree 2, her latest film, ladies and gentlemen, a blockbuster hit. It broke all records. And that's, I think, Shraddha, a phenomenal feat to achieve in today's times with OTT consumption, with streaming platforms, which is a threat to the theatre industry. What is the recipe of a successful film? What was the recipe of Stree 2?
I don't think anybody knows what is a recipe for a film which will do well at the box office. I'll be very honest. But I think as makers do know the recipe of making a good film. I know, I'm aware of that. But nobody knows which film is going to do well. I think that the only thing that is in our hands is us being true to what we do. As an actor, me putting my sincerest efforts. And very honestly, for me, Stree 2 is the most exciting thing about Stree 2 doing so well. For me, is that I got to be a part of a really good film.
True.
I got to work with incredible talent. I got to work with people who have really made me learn so much. So for me, that was the most valuable thing. And also, I think the most amazing thing is that it is so promising for any maker, any actor, that, okay, people are going to the theaters and people are wanting to go and watch films. So I think to be a part of that is a really, really amazing feeling.
Absolutely. Avarna, please go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I think you're a long way ahead in creating your own legacy. So please keep going. And I think you've already inspired many, many, many young girls to actually follow their dreams and end up where you are.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
But Shraddha, I cannot leave you without not hearing your melodious voice. I mean, ye to banta hai. Shraddha Kapoor has such a beautiful voice. Such a beautiful voice. How can this evening be complete without not hearing just 2-3 lines?
You will have to sing with me.
I know.
आपको मेरे साथ गाना
I
पड़ेगा.
wish I had that talent, Shraddha. Probably I would be doing something else.
We'll have fun together.
तेरी गलियां.
तेरी गलियां. I think तेरी गलियों को काफी टाइम से छोड़ के आई हूँ मैं. I think अभी इतना लोग मुझे कहते कि गलियां गाओ, which is, I mean, I've got a lot of. I think maybe why don't we do a Stree 2 song? What do you think? What do you all think, guys? I don't know how this song is going to sound on stage because.
No, go for it.
काटी रात मैंने खेतों में तू आई नहीं. I don't know how how it's going to look with me in this suit and all of that, but let's try to make one version of that. What do you think?
Absolutely, I think we must.
Avarna is game. Go for it.
I'm not singing, you're singing.
We'll be your cheerleaders.
Let's sing it together.
No. You.
Okay, so I'll just sing one line. I don't know why it's sounding like a romantic song, but. Thank you all so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Let's
you.
please have a huge round of applause for Shraddha Kapoor. Abarna, thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for the three who has not only won the box office but also the unwavering attention and admiration of all her fans. Thank you so much, Shraddha, and many congratulations. And now it's time to honor the determination and talent of Indians who are doing exceptional work in an array of fields. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, for our first category of awards.
Melting glaciers, devastating floods, soaring temperatures, these are not distant threats. They are the brutal realities of the 21st century, and experts warn it's only going to get worse.
But in the face of this crisis, there are fierce warriors, Indians who fight every day to in fact heal our planet, to restore the delicate balance and ensure that humanity not only survives but strives.
Tonight we honor these heroes who dedicate their lives to preserving our environment. We begin our awards with the nominees for the CNN News 18 Indian of the Year Climate Warrior.
And the nominees are a solar-powered ironing cart that aims to get rid of charcoal-powered street irons. She's saving the environment, Vinisha Umashankar. With 6 years of climate change advocacy behind her, she works proactively to spread awareness about renewable energy across Uttar Pradesh. Hina Saifi. He has dedicated his life to marine turtle and mangrove conservation. A sustainability activist and a UN India Yuva advocate is making Odisha proud. Soumya Ranjan Biswal. Being from one of the most backward districts in Jharkhand hasn't stopped her from mobilizing women to plant trees, help them secure loans and start their own businesses. Shani Murmu. Her mission to fight global warming made her create high fashion from rags by recycling waste to form wearable fabric. Kriti Tula.
And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our esteemed jury member Justice Indu Malhotra, founder and CEO of Polymatic, Mr. Ishwara Rao Nandam, along with CNN News 18's Rahul Shivshankar. All on the stage for the first honor, please.
Excuse me, ma'am. Both of you.
The CNN News 18 Indian of the Year, the Climate Warrior Award goes to Hina Saifi.
Thank you for being here, Hina ji. Congratulations to you. Today your parents are in the audience. आप पहले उनको क्या कहना चाहेंगे? What would you like to say to them?
सबसे पहले वो थे तालीम से महरूम मगर मुझको पढ़ाया है, पसीना हद से बढ़कर भी मेरी खातिर बहाया है, खड़ी रहती हूँ शाहों में जो सर उठाकर मैं, खड़ी रहती हूँ शाहों में सर उठाकर मैं, मेरे अम्मी अब्बू जान ने आज मुझको इस काबिल बनाया है।
बहुत खूब, बहुत खूब। हीना जी, आपकी स्टोरी जबरदस्त है। You have come from a place where people didn't even get to study beyond grade 8. And you made it to college, and then you became a climate champion. You went to the WCC, United Nations invitee, special invitee. What inspires you?
सबसे पहले कि जो मेरे आसपास का एनवायरनमेंट और एजुकेशन की कमी थी, वो जो सब चीज़ें मैंने देखी, उन सब चीज़ों ने मुझे इंस्पायर किया। क्योंकि मैं देखती हूँ कि मैं एक ऐसे बैकग्राउंड से आती हूँ जहाँ पे गर्ल्स को स्पेशली बाहर नहीं निकलने दिया जाता। तो मैं बहुत लकी हूँ कि मेरे पेरेंट्स ने आज मुझको यहाँ तक आने का एक चांस दिया है और मुझे पढ़ने का मौका दिया है। और दूसरा ये कि मैं चेंज भी ला रही हूँ, ये भी बहुत बड़ी बात है। क्योंकि मैं देखती हूँ कि मेरे जिस रूरल बैकग्राउंड से मैं आती हूँ, क्योंकि वहाँ के लोग एजुकेशन पे बिलीव नहीं रखते और स्पेशली क्लाइमेट चेंज पे भी वो बिलीव नहीं करते हैं। तो यही सारी चीज़ें मुझे बहुत ही कॉन्शियसली मैंने इस चीज़ को लिया कि क्यों ना मैं ही इसको स्टार्ट करूँ, क्यों ना मैं ही, क्योंकि अगर हम एक सिंगल स्टेप भी लेते हैं फिर उसके साथ बहुत सारी भीड़ निकल के आती है। तो वहीं से मैंने स्टार्ट किया था। तो दूसरे कि मैं यूथ्स को टारगेट करती हूँ, क्योंकि जो देश की तरक्की का दारोमदार सिर्फ रिसोर्सेज या टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं, बल्कि उन जज्बात और जज्बे का नाम है जो आज हमारे यूथ्स के दिलों में है। तो यूथ्स हमारी सोसाइटी की बैकबोन है, उनके बिना हम नेशन की प्रोग्रेस करना नामुमकिन है। तो अभी भी हमारे पास वक्त है कि हम अपनी जमीन को बचाएं, अपनी हवाओं को बचाएं, अपने दरियाओं को बचाएं। क्लाइमेट चेंज इज नॉट जस्ट एन एनवायरमेंटल इशू, बट इट्स अ बैटल फॉर आवर सर्वाइवल। एंड यूथ्स आर द बेस्ट सोल्जर फॉर दिस फाइट। मैं और आज के यूथ सिर्फ अपने लिए नहीं बल्कि उन आने वाली जनरेशन के लिए भी सोच रखते हैं। उनका जज्बा, उनकी लगन, उनकी मेहनत और सोच देश को बेहतर बनाने की सोच रखती है। और हमारे पास अभी भी वक्त है कि हम अच्छे रिसोर्सेज का इस्तेमाल करें और क्लीन एनर्जी की तरफ बढ़ें और हम ज्यादा से ज्यादा प्लांटेशन ड्राइव करें। तो अभी भी क्योंकि हम चेंज ला सकते हैं, वी हैव अ पावर, और हम ही इस देश को बदल सकते हैं, इस वर्ल्ड को बदल सकते हैं, क्योंकि हमारे पास पावर है। और इस हम पावर को एज अ मिरर, नेशन का मिरर यूज कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि जैसा मिरर दिखाएगा वैसा ही हमारा राष्ट्र दिखेगा। तो हम मिरर हैं और हमें आगे आने की जरूरत है।
Hina ji, you are now taking a step towards solar energy. May the sun keep shining on you. May you go from strength to strength, and may India receive your message, and we all actually go strength to strength. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well done, Hina. We are very proud of you. Many congratulations.
Many congratulations, Hina. Thank you so much, Justice Malhotra, also Mr. Nandan. Rahul, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for Hina Saifi. And also a huge round of applause for Vijay Sethupathi. He's amongst us today in the audience. Sir, thank you so much.
A big shout out, ladies and gentlemen.
Many congratulations, Hina. Big congratulations to you. Your hard work is truly inspirational. More power to you. Thank you so much for being here. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's now move on to our next category. India's tradition is not just rooted in its millennia-old heritage, but in a culture of reform, change, and renaissance. In this ever-evolving nation, nothing has remained static. Change has been, in fact, the only constant.
And one of the most significant markers of this transformation has been social reform. It is therefore a privilege to shine a spotlight on the visionaries who have paved the way for a more equitable society in our country.
From women empowerment to saving lives, to education and ensuring justice and equality, our nominees for the next category have it all covered for you. So ladies and gentlemen, presenting the chosen ones for the Indian of the Year, Social Change.
And the nominees are Their fight for a non-discriminatory Malayalam film industry began in 2017, and as the Justice Hema Committee report, their fight became stronger. They are the Women in Cinema Collective. Two whistleblowers from Maharashtra's Beed are working to end child marriages. Not only have they raised awareness, but they've also stopped 3,000 of them. Tatwashil Kamle and Ashok Tamre. Singer by profession, she has been funding free heart surgeries for underprivileged children and has helped over 3,000 of them so far. Palak Mochal. He comes from Maharashtra but has made J&K his new home, giving children of conflict, especially young girls, a shot at a bright future. Adhik Kadam. He lost his sight at 17 but dedicated his life to support abandoned senior citizens in Gujarat. Lalji Bhai Prajapati.
I'd now like to invite CNN News 18's Zaka Jacob along with our esteemed jury member Ashwini Nachappa to do the honors, please.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us. Please.
CNN News 18 Indian of the Year 2024 Social Change goes to Adhik Kadam.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we please put a round of applause for Adhik Kadam, someone who hails from Maharashtra but cares for the children of Jammu and Kashmir. I'd like to invite on stage Nikat and Nitin. Nikat is Adhik's wife and Nitin is his friend and family and his partner, and Adhik will be joining us via Zoom. Please come. Please come. Ladies and gentlemen, Adhik is joining us. Unfortunately, he's had a bereavement in his family, so he's joining us from Pune. Adhik, thank you very much. Your wife, your business partner and family friend are all here. There's a lovely audience here at the CNN News 18 Indian of the Year 2024. Tell us, you're from Pune in Maharashtra. What made you care about the girl children of Kashmir who were killed by militants?
Namaste, all my friends, well-wishers, my children. Thank you so much, CNN IBN, CNN News Network, for choosing me for this award. First thing, I really want to thank my children, especially who basically, they were calling everyone. They were basically like all over the India now. They are working many states right now. The children who adopted at the age of 4, 5, now they are engineers, doctors, and they are working various cities now in throughout India. So everyone basically wished for this, and today we are here together.
Adhik, tell me,
basically,
you're from Maharashtra. When did this idea come to you that you have to care for the orphans who are left behind by the attacks that were happening in the valley?
Basically, I visited when I was 18-year-old. I went to Jammu and Kashmir as one small research tour. It was 18 days, and after seeing the situation of J&K and especially the children there, I decided to be there and work for the community because it was it's a human cry, because I understood that conflict is basically troubling women and children. They are the ultimate shikar ho jate conflict ke women and children. And that's why I decided to work for a girl child, because they are ultimate future mother. Future is definitely going to come through them, and we have to basically protect today's girl child. They are the future mothers, so that we can basically take care of the future generation. Especially if you want to heal any conflict, we have to empower girl child so that we can actually bring a peace through the women. Women are the peace messengers in any conflict community.
Okay.
We really want to basically build peace in such conflict communities.
Nikat is also here. Yeah, Nikat comes from Kashmir. How easy or difficult has this been to be his partner for the last 20, 30 years, care for children who've been orphaned by terror attacks?
Good evening, everyone. Thanks, CNN News 18 channel, for recognizing Wordless World Foundation for this award. I think नितिन भैया बहुत पहले से काम कर रहे हैं उनके साथ, उनको ज़्यादा पता है. I am there since 2014, so वो कुछ बात करें.
Okay. Adik is not going to say much about himself. I know him for a long time. But I won't hesitate in saying that Adik has crossed that line where he has, from being a person, he has become an idea. He's become a concept. I've had the good fortune not only to witness and document this phenomenal story unfolding there, Adik, which is a phenomenal blend of compassion, courage and wisdom. The kind of courage and wisdom you would require if you were to last in Kashmir for more than a quarter of a century, actually. Not only have I been witnessing and documenting him for close to 2 decades, but I've been a part of that story.
I believe he's been kidnapped also 2 or 3 times.
Oh, no.
More than 2 or 3 times.
More than a dozen times.
More than a dozen times.
More than a dozen
wow.
times. I have witnessed some of that. There's a picture of, somewhere in our older albums, there's a picture of 2 of us carrying gas cylinders on our shoulders because we thought, that time it was worth our effort to save those 40 rupees that we would have ended up spending in the auto rickshaw. So you know, that's the kind of camaraderie I've had a chance to share with him.
All right.
And to speak of his courage, there is something in Adik's mind. There's a kind of sharpness that cuts through all illusion, all complications, and he just heads for the solution. I have seen it, and if I have to describe Adik in just one single word, I would say it's compassion.
Compassion. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a round of applause for Adik Kadam, the CNN News 18 Indian of the Year for Social Change. Thank you very much, Nikat.
Yeah, और एक बात, जब इन्होंने काम शुरू किया, that time it was very difficult to work in Kashmir for girl child. So that time militancy was on peak. So उस टाइम पे उन्होंने काम शुरू किया. 9 month की लड़कियां जो उस टाइम पे अडॉप्ट किए हैं, मतलब मिलिटेंट्स ने उनको मारा या आर्मी ने किसी बच्चे को मारा. सो आज वही लड़कियां डॉक्टर्स हैं, लॉयर्स हैं, डिफरेंट स्टेट्स में, इंडिया के डिफरेंट स्टेट्स में उन्होंने मतलब पढ़ाई की है. सो वो प्राउड की बात है.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
I have to say something. Nigat has lost 7 of her immediate family members to militancy.
7 of her immediate family.
7 members of her immediate family she's lost to militancy. She's not going to say it herself. This is an incredibly courageous woman.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we hear it for Adik Kadam and Nikat? Thank you very much for joining us here at the CNN News 18 Indian of the Year. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Many congratulations, Mr. Kadam. So well deserved. Thank you, ma'am and sir, for receiving this on behalf of Mr. Kadam. Thank you, Zaka. Thank you, Ashwini ji. But that's not all. We have a very special announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, charity begins at home. It's something we've all heard growing up. But in this case, fixing the system began at home. Speaking up and acknowledging is the first step towards addressing the problem. And some of these women have done just that.
Well, to announce this very special award, I'd like to invite CNN News 18's Avantika Singh along with Justice Indu Malhotra back on the stage. Avantika, do come up and break that suspense. What do we have here?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, today we are not only celebrating the spirit of empowerment, but we are recognizing the courage and effort of these few fearless women who are fighting for a gender-balanced workplace, the dignity of women, and the number of other issues that affect women who are working not just in cinema, but at other workplaces as well. Now, these two ladies are among the few women who are leading a revolution for a safe working environment in Mollywood. That's the Malayalam film industry. The Women in Cinema Collective, it's a first of its kind, all-women outfit in the Indian cinema who have been fighting for the establishment of a non-discriminatory, safe workplace in Malayalam cinema since the year 2017. And today we proudly recognize and celebrate the efforts of these two exemplary women, and we applaud their valor, their commitment to making women like me, like Induji, safe while we work. Heartiest congratulations to Padma Priya and Reema as I call them on stage. Let's put our hands together and kudos to their relentless pursuit, these tireless warriors who are fighting for the dignity of women. Let's have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
So we have a very unglamorous long speech, and we're going to take the podium.
Yes, absolutely. All yours. All yours. Please. Okay. We'll wait here, Induji.
We represent quite a few women, so we're going to go long.
Please bear with us. It takes a lot to bring the world to a halt these days. We are all so busy, life easily becomes a blur. But every so often, someone, something, comes along and interrupts that hectic cycle. From the women's suffrage movement in the US in the 1800s and feminism's second wave in the 1970s, to the Women in Cinema Collective in 2017 and the Me Too movement, the words and actions of women have transformed opinions, broken boundaries, and kept choosing to challenge.
It's a great pleasure for us at the Women in Cinema Collective, the WCC, to receive this award today. WCC is Kerala's quest for gender equality with centuries of communism, education, migration, trade relations, and unions couldn't give. To us, who continue to pioneer gender equality in cinema, this award means the recognition of 8 years of unwavering commitment to doing something and achieving something amongst innumerable obstacles, including losing our jobs. With zero financial and non-financial support, some of the changes we have managed to bring about include changing the narrative of women's issues in cinema from being scandals and controversies to real issues, from victims to survivors, and making gender a concern for the mainstream media.
Making the government commission the Justice Hema Committee report and then putting pressure to release it.
Allocating government funds for female directors.
Screening films made and led by women.
Organizing and providing mental and legal support to survivors.
Creating a pathway for institutionalizing POSH in an unorganized, unregulated film industry through the Kerala High Court and Women's Commission.
Conducting studies and creating awareness campaigns, including on cyber harassment, with our colleagues from other film industries in India, including Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, and Hindi.
Post the Hema Committee report's release, working with courts, government, and our colleagues in the Malayalam film industry to bring about progressive changes in film policy and laws at the workplace.
Inspiring an entire generation of women in and outside cinema that equal space and equal opportunities in cinema can be a reality. Case in point, the International Film Festival of Kerala represented close to about 50% of films made and represented by females.
The Kerala state has finally woken to the fact that the majority of their population, the women, deserve respect, and the women have started asking for it unapologetically.
And unfortunately, we are not still too close to being done. We pause today to thank CNN News 18 with all our gratitude for honoring us for the same actions for which we were and are still seen as troublemakers. To give you a better idea of what we mean, post the findings of the HEMA committee report, and as we speak, women in the Malayalam film industry, whether they're producers or makeup artists or hairstylists, continue to be unceremoniously removed from their respective trade unions and workplaces only because they voiced sexual and non-sexual harassment meted out to them.
We are no longer in the Me Too era. Believing women did not really become a standard. Stories of harassment and abuse now receive a cynical and exhausted reception. In an era when information is misinformation and vice versa, when victims are offenders and offenders are victims, the word that comes up again and again is narrative. Abuse seems to be far from anyone's mind. What matters is which side's story is better suited to the politics of our time. We assure you all that at WCC, we are not members of a giant pageant who are here to pit against one another for the pleasure of the public. We stand against the trend of the need to pander to narrative making and will continue screaming and asking for a change until our voice becomes hoarse enough to be mistaken for a man's and people actually start listening and caring. That includes the courts, the government, the media, and our colleagues in cinema, because we are so done with waiting for society to change things for us. We, women in cinema, are voices which have deep thoughts and ideas and beliefs and values about the world, and we have the power to speak through our art and fight back through our activism when we are silenced.
Gender is not a synonym for women. It's a hierarchy carved out of stereotypes that traps humans as men, women, lesbians, gays, and transgender persons. Therefore, gender is not an easy conversation, especially between men and women. And it is where we encounter immediate resistance. Some of the men here might be thinking, and perhaps women too, okay, all of this is interesting, but I don't think like that. And that is part of the problem, that many men don't realize that gender is the problem. It isn't enough to simply talk about equality, we must believe in it. And it is not enough to simply believe in it. One must work at it together, starting now. So, for all of us here, be embarrassed if everyone in your workplace looks like you.
Stop the rhetoric that a woman is crazy or difficult. Make efforts to hire people who have had reputations tarnished in retaliation.
For those in the industry who are in front of us, please give us jobs. Start with what you can control, because changing your workplace and changing the way the world thinks can be daunting. Ask, am I using my voice? When am I not? When am I playing it safe? And why was it that that was the case?
Think about where you hold privilege. Stop laughing at the jokes. Buy the book. Go to the event. Diversify your social feeds. Ask the questions. Sympathy is soothing, but it's action that really matters.
Feminism is common sense.
Thank you so much once again. Our heartiest congratulations and more strength to both of you. We're just so proud of your work. Really.
I just want to add that the acceptance speech was written and presented to all of you by many of the women in Women and Cinema Collective. We are just the voice, 2 women representing us.
And we're immensely proud. Thank you both. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for these relentless, resilient women, and also Justice Malhotra, who is here to hand them the honor. Avantika, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, the ladies.
Well, it's time to now move on. It's time to reflect on India's growth story. All of 2024, the demand for quick and innovative solutions has driven businesses to evolve and set new global standards. Let's take a moment to shine back on the remarkable evolution of India's business landscape.
This year, our nominees have been the driving force behind making India Atmanirbhar, and some have even transformed healthcare, leaving a lasting impact across the world. Let's now take a look at the nominees in the business category.
And the nominees are the visionary behind Zomato, man who revolutionized India's food industry with his innovative food delivery app, Deepinder Goyal. Among the world's youngest billionaires, he made Ola a household name and is now challenging big tech with India's first AI unicorn, Bhavesh Agarwal. 73 hospitals, over 10,000 beds, and labeled Asia's top integrated healthcare provider, Apollo Hospitals is driving innovations under Dr. Sangeeta Reddy. A cornerstone of India's aeronautical industry, an outstanding PSU that marked a record turnover with 11% growth, Team Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. He's transformed Bajaj Auto into one of the world's leading two-wheeler manufacturers, driving his company's stock up by 146%. Rajiv Bajaj.
And to do the honors, let me call Rahul Shivshankar back on stage along with Induji. Induji, please.
This is becoming a habit, a good one.
So friends, the CNN News 18 Indian of the Year 2024 for business goes to Dr. Sangeeta Reddy.
Wonderful. Thank you for being here. And what a pleasure. And what wonderful work you've been doing. And we've just come out of course, COVID, and we're still reliving some of those times. Lot of innovation, and you've been leading it. What's next? Where are we going?
So let me begin by saying a big thank you. I believe that this award in the midst of so many major business, other leaders and big businesses, this award is really an acknowledgement of the role of healthcare in India. And what I would also go on to say, it is an acknowledgement of the fact that my father, our chairman, Dr. Reddy, who came back from the United States, he lost a young patient many years ago in 1980, and he said, why can't we give this standard of healthcare in India? And that's what led him or drove him to serve, to innovate, to work with the government to change laws, to raise capital because we didn't have the money. He began the concept of FDI, raising $10,000 each from individual doctors. So those were venture capitalists in those years. But I think more important is that from that time in 1983, when he dreamt of giving world-class quality healthcare to Indians to where we are today is just a testament of the fact that dreams come true and dreams become reality when you're not thinking for yourself but thinking about what you can do for society. So it's been an amazing journey. If you ask me what's ahead in the future, let me just say that all of us, my sisters, of course, my father and mother, my husband, and my children who are here, all of us believe that healthcare is like a sacred, or our organization Apollo is a sacred trust that we hold for society. And we are here to serve, we're here to create, we're here to innovate, but most importantly is somehow to not just dream, but to create a healthy society, to find a way to keep people healthy and make healthcare accessible to all. That is our dream. That's what we're looking for. We will use technology, science, pharma, innovation, our amazing doctors, our lovely nurses. Everybody will come together across the system, across the world. But let's keep the world healthy.
There's always a gap.
Thank you. Okay.
There's always a gap that needs to be filled. What is that one area where you think the healthcare industry needs to focus now? What's the gap that needs to be filled? Where are we lagging?
I wish...
Is it less doctors, less hospitals, more hospitals, less doctors? Where is it that we find that we're struggling a little bit to make the country healthier?
Should I say?
Yes.
It's the rural areas.
So absolutely, ma'am is right that, 80% of our healthcare is concentrated in the cities and rural areas need more. But besides infrastructure, more doctors, more nurses, I would say that the biggest gap, and healthcare is a very complex subject. You can't say it in one line, on a stage like this. It's cancer treatment. It's how do I bring proton? It's what can I do to do immunotherapy? How do I make a rural child afford, or their parents to afford, to give them a surgery to cure a hole in the heart? So healthcare is about all of society coming together.
Well, someone I was speaking with some time ago said one of the most important things is to make it affordable.
So I think that if you take high-end healthcare, affordable is the method of treatment of affordable. If somebody needs to pay out of pocket for a cancer treatment, where the machine itself costs $20 million, it's very difficult. But the methodology, why I was beginning to tell you this, is when all of society pays a small amount, then that insurance money goes to the 5% of people who need high-end treatment. Everybody doesn't need it, but everyone pays a little bit so that when they need it, they can afford it. So Ayushman Bharat is one of the solutions. Enabling 100% insurance coverage so people can have a passport and walk into a health system is one big step. The second very important step is that now the world is not looking at infectious disease, even though we've come over COVID. The most important problem is non-communicable disease. NCDs are lifestyle-related disorders, and these are in your hands to prevent or to cure early.
Now I'm going to put you on the spot with a very quick one. Some people say, work 90 plus hours. You'll be fine. Work is worship. You'll be absolutely okay. And you're talking about lifestyle diseases. Now, where does the twain meet?
So let me talk about myself. I'm very happy to work 90 hours because where I work, it's not work. It's a joy. It's a service. But the most important aspect in life is balance. So find your balance. Find your balance between work and family. Find your joy. Find your ikigai. Seek out that inner, and when the inner and the outer are in balance, then life is really so much worth living. And I think every single one of you, I really wish you a healthy 2025. Yeah. Thank you.
Toughest question is coming from the audience. Okay. Akanksha.
Reddy himself.
There you go. That's always going to be the toughest question.
So, Sangeeta, you enjoy your work a lot, and it seems effortless, but it's definitely not. But where do you plan to start putting your phone on silent. Because you get more calls than me. I'm in politics. Usually politicians get a lot of calls. But you get more calls than me, 24 hours a day. So when do you plan to...
When are you going to put him at the front? When are you going to make it 70 hours so you can spend 20 in a week with him?
Yes.
I don't think he really wants an answer. I think this was done for the fun value for all of you. But I just do want to say that today I have called forward, so I'm spending more time with you. I don't want anyone who's reaching out for healthcare to be unanswered. And I don't need to be the only one. And the second thing is that very soon, Apollo will be giving to India and to the world artificial enabled agents which can answer your immediate queries so that we're triaging correctly, we're serving correctly. It's a very large world and a very complex place. So like I said, we'll use technology, and I do promise to put my phone on silent for you. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Very well deserved, Dr. Reddy.
I'm so sorry. I do need to do a very, very special thank you to my father, my mother, who enabled us. We are, 4 sisters who grew up with the idea that we need to make our parents proud because society pitied them for having 4 girls. I want to thank my sisters for being such great role models. My husband for being the most supporting, amazing human being. And he's the most unpolitician-like politician. So and my children and all my, the G3 in our family. I'm going to say society, look out for them because they're going to, do some amazing things. They have the passion and the ideas. But most importantly, if I could, I would like to kind of dedicate this to the unsung heroes of medicine. And these are our housekeeping people, our nurses, our ayas, the people, the family members who take care of sick people at home, the caregivers at home. Caring is not easy. And I want to dedicate this to everybody and anybody who's committed to caring and healing for people. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Sangeeta Reddy. Thank you so much, ma'am. Induji, thank you so much. Thank you, Rahul. And now, ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your hearts because the next few minutes are sure to make yours flutter. Yes, because it's time now for a very special announcement, and to do just that, may I please request the chairperson, Lifestyle Media, RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, Ms. Avarna Jain, back on stage along with CNN News 18's Anand Narsimhan.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, before I proceed with who we're going to introduce up on stage, there are some ladies along with their supposed husbands who are lapata, but don't find them anywhere else. They are here in the Indian of the Year 2024, right here along with Kiran Rao. So big hello to you too. Thank you, thank you. There's something special for them in a bit, but the person I'm going to talk about now is an engineer by qualification who in the last decade and a half has engineered a meteoric rise seldom witnessed. Now, in the process of engineering this success, he's also re-engineered himself. In fact, to essay a spectrum of characters, endearing himself to fans, thereby engineering a permanent heart in their place. Well, so much has been said about him that I thought I'd use alliteration to sound a little different, and also perhaps it'll help me out a bit. But he's been relentless in his pursuit for excellence. Not only has he made his passion his profession, he has got back up with gloves on every time life has tried to knock him down. That's the hallmark of a champion. Chandu nahi, champion hai ye. Have a look at this.
He started to struggle for his acting career in 2009. Bagged his first film in 2011 when he was third-year engineering student, to becoming a household name soon after. In 2024, Karthikarian joined the League of Extraordinary Acting Talent in Hindi cinema with his remarkable portrayal of India's Paralympic gold medalist Murlikant Petkar in Chandu Champion. Theatres reverberating with audiences chanting "Chandu nahi, champion hai ye," to receiving standing ovations, earning rave reviews and impressing the biggest names from the world of cinema and sports. With this unforgettable role, he has solidified his place as one of Hindi cinema's most versatile and talented actors. Karthikarian is Indian of the Year, Champion of 2024.
Put your hands together for the man who's consistently pushing himself, pushing the limit from Pyar Ka Panchnama to Bhool Bhulaiya. Champion of 2020. सबसे पहले तो कार्तिक आप दिल्ली घूम के आए
जी
So what did you take in sights and sounds or is this research for your next project?
From the traffic from आज बहुत ट्रैफिक था आई थिंक यहाँ किसी की शादी भी हो रही है तो so honorable PM is also I think here so I think there was too much traffic and I've just been I'm so happy actually to receive this honor and coincidentally it's the day where when Mr. Murlikant Petkar he just got the lifetime Arjuna award today at Rashtrapati Bhavan so it's unbelievable the kind of magical moments this character, this film has given to all of us associated with the film. Kabir sir was just here with me at the Rashtrapati Bhavan and Murli sir was also here. So it's amazing just to receive this honor right now. And in fact our film, it started with the conversation, you know, when he says that मुझे Arjuna award चाहिए और मैं president पे case करूँगा, लड़ूंगा क्योंकि मुझे अभी तक Arjuna award नहीं मिला. And today is the day that he got the lifetime Arjuna award. So I think it's come to full circle.
No, on a day when the character that you played, Essayed, gets honored, you're also getting honored. So there's no such thing as coincidences. There's a lot of karma here. But tell me, you learned boxing, you also learned swimming, and you transformed yourself. So how easy or tough was that?
नहीं easy बिल्कुल नहीं.
Was engineering easier for you?
वो तो toughest था. But I think no, it's been a difficult journey, but a very enjoyable one. I never imagined कि मैं on screen, let alone on screen, मैं सोच रहा था मैं real में भी ऐसे professional swimming सीख पाऊंगा या boxing सीखूंगा. To having you know, getting an opportunity like this to perform this on screen with skill sets like swimming, like being with the athletes, the real boxers, real wrestlers. So all these sports I've never been a part of. I've never imagined myself doing those activities. But it's been a crazy, sometimes torturous journey to begin with because I used to hate cold water and मुझे swimming pool में कबीर सर हमेशा ठंडे पानी में swimming कराते थे. I think to get the angst or anger or some kind of, he had some method. So and it showed on screen maybe somewhere down the line. But it's fruitful and I loved this journey, the entire journey of couple of years. Of not having food or anything and just learning these skill sets, yeah.
No, because you really leaned out and that comes from starvation.
That comes from a lot of sacrifices.
Yeah. See so much food in front of you.
Complete change of lifestyle, complete change. Yeah.
Avarna.
So, Karthik, tell me, if you had to essay a character which needed you to be an engineering expert, would you go back and study engineering?
Sorry?
If you had to essay a character that needed you to be an engineering expert, would you ever go back and study engineering?
100%.
Go back to college.
Who wouldn't want to go back to their college? I mean, college life is something which I miss. And I missed it at that point of time also because I was giving auditions and I was not there at my college. But I would love to do a film which would take me back to my college or engineering college or any college for that matter.
Acha, you've trained and you learned boxing, no?
तो मुझसे यहाँ बॉक्सिंग मत करा
मैं नहीं कर रहा हूँ मेरे को बस एक पंच मारना सिखाओ कैसे मूवमेंट जो भी है साथ में मुझे तो ट्रेन करो थोड़ा
it's more of dance footwork. Yeah, it's more of footwork, it's more of
okay, but so I got to go forward and back. So you're a southpaw or a
no, I'm not a southpaw.
Not a southpaw.
No, so
you go like this, right?
I'll just show you how to duck. That's it.
Okay. Okay, I'll punch you on your on your nose, right?
Yeah.
That's what I got to
do. Don't punch me.
For sure.
Okay. You were about to punch me.
That's good. No. It's got to look real, right?
He would have really punched me. मैं सोचा थोड़ा slow करोगे कुछ
But yeah, that's your training.
Let's not do it. Let's not do it.
Let's not do it.
But yeah.
अरे you were ducking. अभी तुम punch मारोगे तो मैं तो गया. I don't know how to duck. So
I won't.
That's why it is. So
I won't.
You want to see that again?
I don't want to see that.
Slow motion. Promise slow motion.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. So fantastic.
It was not a good one, but it's okay.
No, but after that you had Bhul Bhulaiya.
Yeah.
3.
Yes.
Which again became a huge success. Yeah. A very different role altogether, and you cast yourself in a different mode. To switch on, switch off from characters, to move in. Is it so easy, difficult?
I think Bhul Bhulaiya was something which was kind of my home ground, coming back to what I usually do in a way.
But even there you stretched the brief, right?
Yeah.
Because your character had to do something very different.
So I think that excited me all the more again for the entire film because technically जब भूल भुलैया 2 बनी थी या जब actually film जब उसकी success हो गई थी भूल भुलैया 2 की उसके second week या first week खत्म हुआ था that was the time when our writer and Anis sir I think they got the story का climax a couple of years back and we were also excited. They narrated me the entire climax कि ऐसे होगा and you know who will be Manjulika and what will happen about the prince thing and all that. So they backtracked the entire film and wrote the entire film after that. So they had the climax at that point of time and ये 2 साल में फिर वो पूरी writing की गई ताकि वो climax तक आ पाए.
I'm just curious, when you know that you're going to play something which is, flirting with the line, pushing the boundaries, does that bring you a little bit of apprehension? Yaar, ye kaisa lagega? Will my fans like it? Will they appreciate? Does that matter to you?
Now that I've been getting these opportunities or choices. Before this, I think 4 या 3-4 साल पहले तक मेरे पास इतनी opportunities नहीं थी. अब मेरे पास ऐसी opportunities है to push the boundaries or just take risks. So I love taking risk and I love that that Bhul Bhulaiya 3, a film, a commercial pot boiler like Bhul Bhulaiya 3 had that opportunity and I got to do something which was out of the box.
How did you do that slide?
The spooky slide.
How did you do this?
It was just the choreography and the entire team. They just
did this boxing footwork training actually help you there? So
I think the dance helped me in boxing instead.
Okay.
That helped me during Chandu Champion. And then I was doing the footwork thing. It was never choreographed. It was choreographed on sets. So they had a staircase over there. And suddenly wahan pe they thought Anis sir in fact he also thought and our choreographers sabne socha ki kuch staircase ka use karte hain and then and there they made the step and wahin pe seekh ke wo kiya.
Okay, do you have some questions for Kartik Aryan?
Yeah.
Akanksha is my colleague is there with somebody. Yeah. See.
Good evening, Kartik. I am Major General Sanjay Soi. In fact, I was part of the special release of Chandu Champion for army people in Chanakya.
Yes,
if you recollect.
Yes.
So, in fact, that is the time I realized the kind of hard work he had put in. I mean, you are rightly brought out swimming, wrestling, and boxing.
I didn't talk about wrestling. You're talking about wrestling also. Yeah.
And I'm telling you, when the movie was over, Murlikant Pedkar and his family was in tears. Absolutely, they're crying because they could never imagine. Their portrait was such a wonderful portrait by the Kartik Aaryan.
Your question, sir.
Yeah. So now I'm coming to this. How did your disciplined life during Chandu Champion, has it changed your life for now, in future?
It completely changed, sir. I think that screening was, again, one of those moments that I'll remember and cherish for my entire life. I think that comes, वो एक बार ऐसे moments आते हैं एक दो बार आपकी life में, and that moment when Murlikant sir and his son and the family they started crying after watching the movie. I think they were overwhelmed because their story was coming out after 50 years or so, and they were getting their due or kind of recognition in some way or the other. And I was just happy to get a result in that form. My life completely, my lifestyle has completely changed because of Chandu Champion, because of the kind of lifestyle I had to follow during that time. So it became a part of my life and way of living. I used to be kind of borderline insomniac, and it just happened to be that I started sleeping early, on time, early to bed, early to rise, that kind of thing. I think that just changed for me.
Right.
My diet, everything. So yeah.
One more question we have time for? Yeah. Yes, the lady there.
Hi, Kartik. I'm Neelu.
Hi, Meeru.
My question is, doing cinema in the time of social media, how do you think, good, bad, does it help you, or you think that the older times were better when only newspaper communicated what you were doing? So
मैं तो जब से आया हूँ social media है, तो मुझे older times का इतना idea नहीं है.
No, okay.
But
let me rephrase my question.
अच्छा.
How does social media help you as an actor? Do you think it's helpful to you?
Okay.
Or do you think you have to be extremely careful of what you're doing
Does
in
it
your
help
day-to-day
or
life?
hurt? I think pros and cons हर चीज के होते हैं. जितना उसका यूटिलाइजेशन स्मार्ट तरीके से आप कर सकते हैं वो बेहतर है. और अगर और कहीं ना कहीं कुछ मेरा तो स्टार्ट ही एक्चुअली मुझे क्योंकि बिकॉज आई डिडंट नो एनी कास्टिंग डायरेक्टर्स और आई डिडंट नो एनीवन, सो मैं ऑडिशंस के बारे में फेसबुक के थ्रू ढूंढा करता था. एंड मुझे फेसबुक पे ही मेरी पहली फिल्म के ऑडिशन के बारे में पता चला था, जो प्यार का पंचनामा इवेंचुअली हुई. सो आई थिंक I got a lot out of social media, and now with the culture and everything associated with social media जो चलता रहता है, you have to get with the times, you have to update yourself. That's about it. So you have to be smart about whatever is happening in your life.
Well, time is of essence, and we've got to move on. But before that, I know we need to check your footwork out a bit.
अरे नहीं.
Yeah, sir. वो track सिर्फ 90 seconds है, and you. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Kartik Aaryan. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Many congratulations,
Please.
Kartik. Thank you so much
Thank you,
for being here. Thank you, Anand and Ms. Jain. Thank you. And now, get ready to witness the dazzling stars who have redefined the very essence of entertainment in 2024.
Tonight we celebrate the powerhouses of performance, the visionaries of storytelling, and the voices that have echoed across screens and hearts, making us laugh, cry, and feel everything in between.
As the spotlight shines brighter and the anticipation builds, let us celebrate the exceptional game changers and the ones who have set the entertainment world ablaze in 2024. So presenting the contenders for Indian of the Year in the entertainment category.
The nominees are: after Aashiqui 2, she headlines 3-2 last year as the biggest Bollywood opener. From her acting prowess to her musical mettle, she's a force to reckon with. Shraddha Kapoor. He delivered a smashing hit with Maharaja, which became the highest opening weekend of Tamil cinema in 2024. He also won praise for his acting in the Hindi film Merry Christmas, Vijay Sethupathi. The talented actor had a rather eventful year with multiple releases. Main Atal Hu, Murder Mubarak and Stree 2. Pankaj Tripathi. Kiran Rao's directorial grabbed attention for its simple storytelling with fresh faces. Lapata Ladies. The actor and producer delivered the biggest hits of Malayalam cinema this year with Avisham, Vittayan and Premalu. Fahad Fasil.
Let me now invite Anand Narsimhan along with our esteemed jury member Mr. Ramesh Sippi. Welcome, sir.
It's a bucket list moment for me. Lovely. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for our jury member Ramesh Sippi. It's 50 years of Sholay. It's 50 years of Sholay this year in 2025. So, a special cheer for that. Sir, please do the honors.
Of course, delightful. Indian of the Year, Entertainment. Wow. Jury choice is Lapata Lady.
Yeah, all of you are getting one. First is asking, all of us are getting one. I said, yeah, of course. Thank you, thank you. हाँ जी, now लापता लेडीज का पता तो पता है, पर एक बात बताइए, ये जया, फूल और दीपक की कहाँ है भाई? Where are you? This whole transformation, Kiran ji?
They clean up well.
But let me ask you, I've heard that the audition process was quite a trying one for them. So how trying was it for you, and were they your first choices?
Yeah, we actually were casting during COVID. So it was one of those times when you actually had the pleasure of sitting in your house and watching hours and hours of tapes of very talented people from across the country. I had the great fortune of having a wonderful casting director called Romil. And honestly, Phool and Deepu were very easy to cast. They were among the early ones to test and were my first choice from the get-go. But Jaya was Lapata from my life for a long time, and she was among the last few tests that came in. And of course, once I saw it, I knew we'd found her.
I read somewhere that you auditioned in front of Amir Khan.
Yeah.
And she was also there.
Yeah, both of them were
फिर लाइनें
there.
भूल गई थी आप?
मेरे लिए तो उस वक्त बहुत बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी थी वो. The moment I entered, Kiran ma'am and Amir sir, they were so sweet. They welcomed me so nicely. I felt so comfortable instantly, and I was just able to perform with all my heart. So yeah.
So yeah.
Please believe me when I say this. I never felt for a moment that anybody was performing. It was so natural and so real. Every moment. It's one of the best films I have ever seen.
Wow.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
That's coming from him.
Yeah, it's, I mean, the biggest honor, sir, really. Thank you so much. And to all of you, I mean, this film has been really unbelievable for all of us. The love that the film has received across the country, it's been very humbling, very overwhelming. Thank you, CNN
You
News
pulled
18.
them all from television, made them superstars, Kiranji. Some of them have some other abilities too. मैंने सुना दीपक अच्छा गाते हैं. Dialogue
They are all good dancers. They can sing. I mean, we've seen a great amount of talent today, but these kids up here are something else.
So how about something on the spur together?
Yeah,
But
actually.
I think among us, Pushpa Rani is the best singer.
Oh my God, come on.
No, but we
If
would
you
sing
put on-
Sajni for all of you. I think that
Yeah.
would have been a
Great,
sensation. Yeah,
Go
you
for
help
it.
me with this, okay? 1, 2, 3. हो सजनी रे कैसे कटे दिन रात कैसे हो तुझसे बात तेरी याद सतावे रे हो सजनी रे कैसे कटे दिन रात कैसे हो तुझसे बात तेरी याद सतावे रे.
lovely. The Lapata Ladies crew, Kiranji, I'm sure you had some more inspiring ideas today, and may you continue to inspire more and get us such more.
I think we have just
talent.
auditioned for the next script, ma'am.
Oh, lovely. All the very, very best. Big round of applause to
Thank
Kiran
you, sir.
Rao
Thank
and
you,
the
sir.
cast of Lapata Ladies. Can we just come together quickly for a picture?
Many congratulations.
Please stand together for a picture.
Huge round of applause, ladies and
All right,
gentlemen,
can I quickly
to
jump into
Team
one-
Lapata Ladies.
Thank you so much.
Requesting Mr. Sippy to please stay back on the stage. Thank you, Anand. I'd like to now invite Zaka to come up on the stage to make another special announcement.
Wow. Okay. This too. Indian of the Year, Entertainment, Popular Choice, of course, Vijay Sethupathi.
Can we have a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Vijay Sethupathi? Vijay sir, எப்படி இருக்கீங்க? வணக்கம்.
வணக்கம் எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். குட் ஈவினிங். நல்லா இருக்கேன் சார். தேங்க் யூ.
CNN News 18 Indian of the Year, popular choice. I want to tell our audience here and who are watching across at your homes, we had overwhelming votes for Mr. Vijay Sethupathi from our viewers, and that's why he is the popular choice for Entertainer of the Year. எப்படி இருக்கு ஒரு feeling, ஒரு கெத்தா இருக்கா?
No, I'm a little shy person, so I feel a little shy. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
But your journey from 1996, he's been acting since 1996.
No, sir. No, it's wrong.
Yeah.
No, 1996, I was studying 12th standard, sir.
But as from junior roles, from
I started
Manila
trying.
Comedy Kuru, all the way.
I started trying for movies after I got my baby, my first child. So 2004 only I started trying. So
from Nadula konjam pakkathu
that is 2011. Yeah, I started
11, 12,
from
pizza.
2004. 2004 I started. And my first
Finally
film
till
is
Maharaja. எப்படி இருக்கு இந்த ஜர்னி சொல்லுங்க. யோசிச்சு பாத்தீங்களா இந்த மாதிரி நடக்கும் அப்படின்ட்டு?
no, sir, that is unnecessary.
Okay.
Thinking about future, I think it's unnecessary. That's because it is not in our control. So I don't plan anything. I don't know, nothing.
I do want to ask you about Maharaja because such a movie got a lease of life because of OTT, because of Netflix. You think that is really the future? An actor like you has got a different dimension now. You're able to play because it's releasing on OTT.
I always believe the future is storytellers, not from the actors. It not depends on the actors. It's always the storyteller. It's because of Nithilan who think about such a story and screenplay. So for an actor, I think every scene is most important, and then every scene is difficult and every scene is enjoyable. So it is not this scene is good scene, that scene is bad scene. It's not like that. Every scene, every time standing in front of the camera is for me, it's very difficult.
So when you do a film like Maharaja for OTT and then you do Vidalai 2 for
Not
big
for
screen.
OTT, not for OTT, sir.
Yeah, but it got a lease of life. All India audiences watched it on OTT.
Yeah, but it was a big hit in Tamil Nadu. So later it got a very big hit in OTT.
So even before you entered Hindi film industry, you know, Merry Christmas, audiences here knew you. They were giving you such a big applause because
Super Deluxe and 96 and they saw Vikramada. These three films, they saw me when I come to Mumbai. They recognized me because of these films.
So the big question everybody wants to ask you: will you do more Hindi films?
I wish to. I love to. I'm trying to.
Kiran ma'am's here. You can.
Yeah, I just met Kiran ma'am, and I already met Kiran ma'am, and I think 4 years before I met. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I need to say something for you. It can be the best story in the world, but who conveys it on the screen? It's the actor who finally takes the story to the people. So you cannot underestimate your role in this. An actor is always the person who takes it to the audience.
And this is coming from the legendary Ramesh Sippy.
Absolutely.
That's why I don't want to give any answer. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
But what's next, Vijay Sethupathi? What are your next projects that you're most excited about?
I'm doing a film with Director Miskin. It's named Train. And I'm going to do one Hindi film also. It's going to start soon.
Hindi film?
Yes. And then 2 more Tamil films. It's yet to come. And one film is called Ease. And then 2 more films are there.
Any directorial ambitions? You want to become a director?
Yes, sir. I want to, sir. I want to. I'm learning now slowly.
Learning?
I'm learning. I'm trying to understand frames and plots and stories. So maybe if I get a confidence, one day I'll do it.
So maybe one day we'll bring you back and award you the Director of the Year award.
I don't know, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Mr. Vijay Sethupathi, CNN News 18 Entertainer of the Year, popular choice.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Many congratulations, Vijay. Let's raise the roof and give it up for Vijay Sethupathi, everyone. Once again, a huge round of applause. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to a category that has always brought the nation together. India is a powerhouse of talent, especially in the world of sports. And 2024 has been yet another year of monumental victories and groundbreaking achievements.
Indian sports have soared new heights this year, celebrating heroes who have inspired an entire generation of athletes. So hold on to your seats as we play out the nominees for Indian of the Year Sports.
And the nominees are... She's the first Indian athlete in independent India to win 2 medals at the same Olympics and perhaps the most successful Indian woman shooter, Manu Bhaker. A once-in-a-generation bowler, arguably the best all-format fast bowler India has ever produced, Jasprit Bumrah. Another Olympian who scripted history as the first Indian shooter to clinch a medal in the 50-meter rifle 3 positions. Swapnil Kosale, 3-time Olympian, legendary goalkeeper and a force to reckon with in hockey before he ended his 18-year career. P.R. Sritesh, a child prodigy at 13, captain of a team at 16 and a major face of the women's T20 revolution in India. Smriti Mandhana,
And can we please have Ms. Ashwini Nachappa along with Anand Narsimhan on stage to do the honors.
But ladies and gentlemen, Ashwini Nachappa, one of our foremost sportspersons and such a huge fan of hers, and thank you for being a part of our jury.
Absolute
and
pleasure.
isn't she looking lovely in her Coog outfit? This is the Coog traditional sari, that's how it's worn.
Thank you, Anand.
Here.
Thank you so much.
So please do the honors for us.
The Indian of the Year 2024 sports goes to Jasprit Bumrah.
Did you have any doubts about Jasprit Bumrah when you were looking at these choices?
I think we had a lot of deliberation whether it should be Manu Bakar or Jasprit, but I think Jasprit has been just bombarding every form of Test cricket, whether it's Test cricket or T20. He's been the fastest bowler. He's just been incredible. I think his run has been great. Yes, we had chess, Manu Bakar and Bumrah as
So
one
it
of
had to
our-
be Bumrah because also the phenomenal comeback story that he essayed, the way he's come back from a career-threatening injury to get back to the top of world cricket. But at the final test in Sydney, Bumrah again injured his back, so he is under recuperation and rest. We wish and pray for a very, very speedy recovery for him. And the Indian of the Year 2024 sportsperson will go to Jasprit Bumrah. We will reach it out to him. But please, big round of applause from everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Ashwini ji. And yes, many congratulations to Jasprit Bumrah once again. He's continuously made all of us so very proud.
Thank you so much, Anand and Ashwini, for also being here and presenting that award. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for the moment that celebrates the trailblazers, the dynamic, the daring, the stars of today who are lighting the path for the future.
This award recognizes those who are redefining success, pushing boundaries and leaving an indelible mark on their respective fields.
Let's hear it for these incredible individuals as we present a truly stellar lineup of nominees for the Youth Icon 2024.
the nominees are an acting debut with the critically acclaimed film Masad, The Boy Next Door, and internet sensation in the viral song Toba Toba, Vicky Kaushal. Born to a film family, acting was in her blood. She's one of the few young female actors who headlined films very early on in her career. Janvi Kapoor, India's youngest billionaire as a founder of Zerodha. His journey to prominence epitomizes the transformative power of entrepreneurship. Nikhil Kamath, a 23-year-old fashion influencer, self-taught designer and content creator. She turned heads with her self-crafted outfits on the Cannes red carpet. Nancy Tyagi, beginning public speaking at the age of 7, her curiosity and passion for spiritualism have made her an icon for the youth. Known as the Meera of the modern world, Jaya Kishori.
And to do the honors, I'd like to call Anand and Mr. Ramesh Sippy back on stage, please.
just have to call out. Whoever you call out, they are here.
Vicky Kaushal.
The good news first, not the bad news. Yes, sir. किया है, बहुत लोग हैं जो आपके साथ ये करना चाहते हैं, तो इसको हम बाद में लास्ट में फिर से करेंगे. That's the promise. ठीक है, so get your feet warmed up and all of that. We will just call a few of you to do that with Vicky Kaushal here.
Get ready to tackle him.
But how's the feeling? How's the Josh, if I may ask you?
Thank you, sir. Such an honor to receive this award from you. Good evening, everybody. So happy to be here. Thank you, CNN, News 18, for this wonderful honor. Us as actors, we usually get to attend film awards, and on a very good day, we end up winning the Best Actor award, and it feels amazing. But to be holding the award for being the youth icon, Indian of the Year, just is truly a very, very special feeling. Thank you, CNN News 18 again. To be very honest, I told my mom that, "Mom, I'm nominated ho gaya hu Indian of the Year ke liye." And my mom's response was that, "I'm sure there'll be more better deserving people." And we all know mothers are always right. So truly thank you, CNN News 18, for giving me this opportunity to share this platform with so many super achievers from all walks of life. I think one thing common between all of us is that we try and do our best to put our country first and do the best for our country, and I know that we will keep doing that every day of our life. So thank you so much for this huge honor. It really means a lot to me, and have a great evening, all of you. Thank you.
Oh, we are going to have a great evening, but we're not going to let you go so easily, Vicky. You got a few questions to answer. First, this entire transition, you did some phenomenal work. I've got the mic, sir, here, so that my hands are free. So you did some phenomenal work. You started with Masan. Then the transformation happened, physical and also in terms of character. How did you build it? Was there a plan? Was there a process to it? Or did you just go with the flow?
To be very honest, I think God has been very, very kind in this journey so far. There was only one plan. And the plan was to just be extremely honest to my work and to myself and to the people around. My parents have always said कि बेटा यार, as an actor तू 10 में से 7 होगा चलेगा, but as an इंसान 10 में से 10 होने की कोशिश करना. And that's all I attempt to be. And everything else is just something that God has been blessing me with all the love, the awards, everything. I'm just very, very thankful. Got to work with some of the most wonderful directors in the business. Got to play some of the most wonderful parts. Shahid Sardar Udham Singh ji, Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw, and now Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj in Chhawa. So I feel truly blessed, and this journey has been nothing short of a dream come true.
Now,
and it began with Masan.
Masan.
Yeah.
It was truly special.
Fabulous start.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
Thank
it
you so
continues
much.
to be.
Thank you.
But with each movie, we also see a different side of you. So there is Vicky Kaushal on screen, but it's not Vicky Kaushal. So is that a process that you undergo? Did you go through real transformation yourself when you played S8 characters? Sam
देखो-
Manekshaw, for that matter, or even with Bad News, or so many of these projects. Everywhere you're different.
सच बात ये है, when you can't look beautiful, just try and look different.
Anybody who thinks he does not look beautiful, how many say that he's one of the most handsome men around?
No, the most handsome person on stage is just this man over here, who's truly been a legend in our industry, and so much to learn from you, sir. Thank you so much. And truly, I didn't know that I'm going to get an award from you. It really means a lot to me.
Interestingly, it's 50 years of Sholay.
Wow.
So that's where it is. So the other question, when you were asked to dance, there was a few set of movies where you were not dancing. So everybody thought Vicky Kaushal is a serious actor and he plays these characters. And suddenly comes this whole avatar. Now, did that also take a lot of practice, or it came naturally?
नहीं, actually डांस तो मैं बचपन से कर रहा हूँ, कोई करवा नहीं रहा था. वो फाइनली किसी ने करवाया मुझसे. मैं तो मतलब बारात मैं बहुत.
Did you go and say यार मुझसे डांस कराओ, या फिर किसी ने बोला तू कर सकता है क्या, या किसी ने कहीं देखा?
नहीं, मैं वैसे ऑफ द रिकॉर्ड तो कहता था मुझसे डांस कराओ, पर अब मसान जैसी फिल्म में मैं बोल नहीं सकता कि डांस कराओ, या सैम बहादुर जैसी फिल्म में. तो फिर मैं तभी बोलता था जैसे फिल्म में हम कर सकते हैं. So I'm very happy that last year Toba Toba happened, and the way people loved that song and loved the choreography. So hats off to the team, and just thank you so much for all the love that you gave to the song.
Yeah, but did you see the reels? जितनी reels बनी थी, did you look at them? So ये भी हो सकता है, और
आधी से ज्यादा रील्स तो मेरी माँ ही भेजती थी मुझे कि बेटा ये देखिए आया है नया. So yeah, it was really heartening to see all of that.
Okay, I've got a lot of questions, but there are questions from the audience also. So can you put your hands up? Akanksha, I'm going to help you, ask you to help us. Yeah, thank you.
So Vicky is the resident Maharashtrian in Delhi, and as someone who lives between Mumbai and Delhi, I have to ask you about Chhava. You know, you've been a method actor and you've essayed various roles. In Masan, you were almost a kooky character, you know, there's a certain innocence. But portraying Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj comes with rage, right? What did it mean to sort of get into that character and to embody rage for Chhava?
To be honest, when you start discussing an opportunity like Chhava, when it comes your way, and I remember it happened. Lakshman Uttekar sir is the director of the film. Dinesh Vijan is the producer of the film, and it's the same team I worked on in the film Zara Hatke Zara Bachke. He was the same director, the same producer, and Lakshman sir discussed this opportunity with me when we were shooting Zara Hatke Zara Bachke. The first feeling is that of just that, will I be able to even do justice to such an incredible legacy? But that's what excites me the most as well. And also every opportunity like this, when you get to play a great man like Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj, it's also a beautiful opportunity to understand the culture, the history, their values, their beliefs, and their love for the country. And in that understanding, in that study, somewhere there's a growth in me as a human being. And that's what I look forward to the most. I have done my best, and it truly, I was just telling outside that I'm so nervous for this film to come out, because there's been so much hard work and so much effort that has gone into making Chhava by the whole team, that I really can't wait for the film to come out on 14th of February, and the trailer's dropping on the 22nd of Jan, so fingers crossed. I really am praying that people do love everything that we have done for the film.
So we look forward to seeing you back in Indian of the Year 2025 on the back of...
मैं कहीं जा ही नहीं रहा हूँ, मैं इसी स्टेज पे हूँ, आप आ जाना अगले साल.
हम पहले तो थिएटर में जाएंगे, आपके किरदार को देखेंगे और उस फिल्म को देखेंगे. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause to the one and only Vicky Kaushal, Indian of the Year, Youth Icon 2020. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Many congratulations, Vicky.
Just quickly, I would like to let all our friends here in the auditorium know. I think, Vicky, you need to come this way. I think they are here to take you out to the backstage. There's a reason why. I thank you all for being a fantastic audience. Like we mentioned, I would request all of you to please be seated where you are and leave in an orderly fashion as dinner is served. We close. There is Prime Minister's security and protocol right outside, so we will have to please cooperate with each other and leave in an ordinary fashion. Please, in a single file, preferably move to Raja Bagh, the lawns where dinner is served. Ladies, thank you.
Thank you for that, Anand. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the end of this night, once again, a huge round of applause for all the awardees and for the jury members as well. Each one of you, your presence has truly made this evening all the more special.
Now, as we conclude this splendid evening, I want to thank all of you for being such an engaged and inspiring audience. A very special round of applause for the entire team of CNN News 18 for their outstanding efforts in making the event a resounding success.
Each one of you present here has illuminated this event, and we hope you leave with wonderful memories. Once again, heartfelt thanks to our presenting partner, RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, co-powered by partner Polymatic, associate partners Epson and Reliance Industries Limited. Thank you for your invaluable support.
We now invite you all to join us for dinner at Raja Bagh. Thank you once again, and we look forward to welcoming you back next year. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
And at the end, a little cooperation would be really nice, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm